Hello. Ooh, is this a raid? Wait, what did he say? Oh. It's going pretty well. Wait, did he just say final? Final days? I'm almost done with Endwalker, to be honest. We're about to be in Pictoland. Zodiark's Fall, Minstrel's Ballad. Endsinger. Honestly, the Endsinger was not the best villain. Extreme. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be doing those though, but I guess it's nice to have them. Shadowbringers has 7 trials. Although I don't know if we could say that they're equivalent there, because there's 3 in the main story, which is equivalent, but then there's 2 extra here, and then there was like 3 for like the off raid story. So yeah, I don't know if they're exactly parallel there. But anyways, with the tank's transportation thus arranged, our first task is complete. We may now turn our attention to the second. To wit, obtaining the blessing of the Ilzabard contingent to use the Tower of Babel to channel energy into the moon. Our destination is Camp Broken Glass, where we may present our petition to Commander Lucia. So we're transporting it to the moon, but we need to come here to get them to help us do that. Here we go again. Oh, here we are again. Oh yeah, that's the non-voice acting music. Richard, allow me to personally thank you for your assistance during the recent Voidsent incursion. Your actions saved many. What brings you here today? Pray forgive us for not sending word in advance, Commander, but we seek your cooperation in a matter of great import. Oh. We're just gonna skip through it. There we go. Oh, this guy's still here, yeah. Indeed, we appreciate you consulting with us instead of taking unilateral action. 'Tis no simple matter to activate the Tower of Babel. I speak not only of the technological challenges. Personally, I think we must consider the emotional impact of such an action above all else. Oh right, we need to use the Tower of Babel to get up there. Pending a more official name, we refer to those who remain here as the Garlean community. As you would expect, they are predominantly native Garleans, most of whom are uncomfortable with ethereal manipulation. Oh yeah, that's right, they can't use magic. To compound matters, the trauma inflicted by... Wait, so... The Eternals are the opposite of the Garleans. Is there some kind of Ascian influence there? Because the Eternals had really good magic usage, but Garleans have none. There's gotta be some link there. Yeah, I don't think it's well known why. To compound matters, the trauma inflicted by anima is still fresh. If the tower were to suddenly light up again, it is like to cause distress and reopen old wounds. Better than facing a mass invasion by Golbez and his Voidsent hordes, surely. Of course, we acknowledge the gravity of the situation, as well as the promised bloodshed, should we fail to act. Yet, even were we to convey your warning to the public, many simply do not understand the workings of magic or the rift. They will struggle to comprehend why they must be forced to relive personal horrors for the sake of something they cannot imagine. What's there to imagine? Haven't these people seen Voidsent with their own eyes? Let us suppose you encounter someone who is freezing in this cold. A natural thing to do might to make them a fire, yes? But what if that person's sole experience with fire was being badly burned by it, and they harbored an acute fear? Then I would put something over the fire so they don't see it? I don't know. Despite the benefits, nay, the necessity of the warmth you offer, they may flee on instinct, or worse, misinterpret your actions for aggression and lash out. So, like the fire that torments this individual, the Tower of Babel torments the people of Garlemald. Yet we cannot afford to falter here. We must find a way to help them overcome their fear. I agree. To that end, the contingent will assist however we can. We should speak with Alfino and Alize. With the rapport they have established with the Garlean people, I dare say they can provide us with valuable insights. In the meantime, Rianje, might I ask that you remain here to oversee the technical aspects of the tower activation. Ooh, there's some triple triad here. Did I play this guy before? No. Not enough. Dissension? Oh no. We have Themis. Damn. I think we can get him from the side though. Bro's got Varus. Holy. Holy. Bam. Wait, he plays all Garlean cards and Descending. He plays all Empire cards, I mean. Elidibus. Too easy. All open. Yeah, but he's an NPC. He doesn't get any advantage from that. Jesus, this is really too easy. I'm playing cards too that are descending him. There we go. We got the Quintus Van Cinna card. Although that's not really a card that I care to have. I'm a collector of more than just vulnerability stacks. I'm glad to see you, Richard. Vitra has explained our present dilemma. It is no unfounded concern that the Garleans might take poorly to the reactivation of the Tower of Babel. That's putting it mildly. Many would be up in arms over it. Trust in the Ilsabard contingent is fragile enough. We need to tread lightly, or we risk jeopardizing everything we've achieved. Trust again. Well, it seems to me there's not for it but to speak with the people. Rather than harping on about the necessity of the plan, we need to lend an ear to their concerns, and perhaps we can begin working towards a compromise. In that case, I'll take you to meet the community leaders. They're at a station called Senatus, near the Seneculum Imperialis. I would be honored to speak with them, though it would be prudent to learn where people elsewhere stand as well, but that I will leave to the others. Save Zero. Might you accompany me? I'm sure those in Tapper's Den will have their own opinions. Alfino, if I may drag you along. Tertium, we leave to you. You are no stranger to the people here, so it should take little prodding to convince them to speak for you. Then it's settled. Once you've learned what you can, let's all meet in Forum Solius, where we'll have what I hope is a productive discussion. Fie, that tower isn't right, I tell you, all those magics. Years ago when I lived in the provinces, the locals razed our village to the ground with the stuff. Made things appear and disappear and fly and burn. Still see when I close my eyes. You've done us a good turn, dear, but let's talk about that tower any longer, it's unnatural. No! Stop it! The tower is evil! It'll turn us all evil! I don't want to hear it! Leave me alone! Activate the Tower of Babel? Are you out of your mind? That abomination transformed my friends and family into monsters. Can't even bear to look at it whenever I step outside. You want to do something for us? Tear the bloody thing down. The Tower of Babel? But what's it got to do with Voidsent? I can't say I understand. Still, your people have done much for us, and more. If you say it's necessary, then that's good enough for me. Whatever its present state, the Imperial Palace was once the pride of Garlemald. I mean no disrespect to you and yours, but shouldn't the Garlean people be its caretakers instead of foreigners? Though if we dared speak thus to some of the contingent, they might make assumptions, cut our rations, or worse. No, forget. I said anything, please. Wait, so what you're saying is the people who own something should now be in charge of that thing? Well, what about when you Garleans took over other people's land? Huh? How about that? Should you be in charge of the land now that you've been taken over? I think we own this shit now. We're gonna use the Tower of Babel, and you're gonna like it. We run this show. Zero? Euless is on his way with the others. I hope you found the people more receptive than we did. Oh, we did. A couple were. Selk theme? This can't end well. Richard, may I present you Lord Neus and Matthias, magistrates of our political council. They have been spearheading the efforts to establish a new system of government here. When we raised the subject of the Tower of Babel, they insisted that we speak no further until joined by representatives of the Ilsabard contingent. I see Alfino and Alize have yet to arrive, though, so perhaps we should wait. It doesn't matter if only some of you are present. We simply wish to make one thing perfectly clear. The tower is the manifestation of Garlean ingenuity and authority. It was once the abode of the imperial family, and it will forever bear tremendous cultural significance. It is insulting enough that we had to suffer foreigners occupying it under the guise of rendering aid. And now you propose reactivating it? Nay, we've had enough. Oh, now you've had enough? You've had enough now? What about when we were suffering the Garlean Empire trying to take over everything else? What about that, huh? The Garlemald of old may have fallen, but she fell in civil war to her own people, not to Eorzea nor any other land. I don't think that matters. We own you now. We could run you down instantly. So shut the fuck up and open the goddamn Tower of Babel. We came here to assert our unequivocal claim to our territory. Garlemald and all that lies within her bounds is beholden to no one. Yeah, I don't know about that. You see, we have someone here called Zero. And she will end you all. She is the end walker. So, I don't think you can make any claims here. Our sovereignty is of paramount importance. There can be no concessions. Oh yeah? They merely seek to protect their homeland. Yeah, so were we when they tried to invade us. So were we. And now that the tables have turned, y'all are trying to act like freedom is the most important thing. Not bloody likely. Since their excellencies are resolved to negotiate with the contingent, I will escort them to Tertium. I'll also instruct Alfino and Alize to meet us there. Sorry, but I have no empathy for the Garleans. None. Okay, maybe it wasn't the people of Garlemald. It was their leaders. It was Emmet Selk, okay? It was Emmet Selk. By your leave, my comrades, I would speak with the residents of Senatus. Though the Elzabard contingent holds the Tower of Babel, it is I who wishes for it to be reactivated, and thus I think it meet that I be present for this discussion. Yet my understanding of your people's hardships, of their hopes and desires, of their dreams for the future, is sorely lacking. In my ignorance, I would struggle to contribute. Lest you worry, I will not plead our case to the community in your absence. I wish only to identify common ground upon which we might build a relationship that sees us overcome our differences. Very well, but know that the guards will not hesitate to escort you from the premises should they judge your actions to be inappropriate. Settled then, you should all head to Senatus. I'll join you there after I see their excellencies safely to Tertium. That was the Tower of Babel dungeon, right? Yeah. Hello, Koopa and Thawne. Here it is, Senatus, a temporary refuge for political dignitaries, hence the tight security. I am given to understand that outsiders are not normally permitted so much as a glimpse inside. We should consider ourselves fortunate to be given this opportunity. I hope it will be worth the trouble. As do I, Zero. As do I. Just looks like a garage. Oh. It's a little bit bigger than that. The basic design is reminiscent of Tertium, though somewhat embellished. She's an architecture admirer now? Alright. To begin, I propose we split up and ask the residents for their views on the Ilzabar contingent and the current state of affairs. We would also do well to learn more about this enclave itself. Should you observe anything of note, pray keep it in mind. It is through open hearts and open minds that I believe we may yet convince their leaders to work with us for the greater good. Well, let's start out by rummaging through their goods, you know? That seems like a good way to start it off. Provided by the Ilzabard contingent. The Enclave is clearly reliant upon the Alliance for aid. Uh-huh. You need us. Pelagia. You know what I think? I'm a soldier. I try not to think about politics at all. I'll say this much. Our leaders labor to preserve our culture, our way of life. What remains of it at any rate. I trust them to do what's best for Garlemald. Ceruleum. This looks like it's from Tapper's Den, maybe? You recognize the large cast as the very same you and your comrades used to transport ceruleum from Lapis Manellus. Why they're in Senatus is unclear. Are they getting supplies from Sharlayan? The furnishings are quite lavish. I'm reminded of Troya. She's becoming sentimental. Marcus? How do I feel about the contingent? Conflicted, to say the least. I've been tasked with the distribution of supplies, and I know as well as any that we couldn't survive without outside aid. Be that as it may, even though the Empire has collapsed, we have our pride. People don't want to be beholden to others forever, and there's no denying that it chafes to see our benefactors occupying the Imperial Palace. Yeah? Well, how do you think the Alamegans thought when you were occupying Alamigo? Huh? How do you think they felt? That's what I thought. Go back to reading your book. I'll be walking towards the end. Finished touring the Enclave, have you? What were you able to learn? Much the same as me, then. They accept the contingent's help out of necessity and harbor a measure of resentment. They have only themselves to blame. If they don't like the bargain, they should reject it. How many times must I tell you it's absolutely out of the question? What's going on? We were wondering the very same. We came running when we heard shouting. Is aught the matter? Oh no, I was just trying to explain. Mayhap you can clear this up. The contingent has made a reasonable request, but this man insists that it's impossible. It concerns the Magitech weapons which run rampant throughout Regio Urbanissima. Every time we deliver supplies there, we have to dispatch extra men to defend against potential attacks. To address the issue once and for all, we've proposed the elimination of all machina that loiter near the supply route, but you heard them, they refuse to even consider it. The magistrates have already spoken on this matter. Rampant or no, those war machina are Garlean assets. Furthermore, who is to say they're as dangerous as you attest? It has been suggested that this could be a pretense to scavenge Magitech material for your own ends. I know not if that is the case, but the fact remains, we cannot allow you to destroy them. More speculation by the magistrates, I presume. Ridiculous, but they have spoken. Unless we want to inflame tensions further, there's naught we can do. How complicated relations become when not grounded in a clear and equitable arrangement. An equitable arrangement, of course. I do understand the difficulty of your position. As a soldier, you must do your duty and obey your superiors. I have an idea, but I must first speak with Commander Lucia. May I take charge of this matter? By all means. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass. We might discuss a solution I believe will satisfy all parties. This is indeed the MMO where you fight on the moon. Where is it? Where is the moon? Can't even see the moon from this map because it's so foggy. But yeah, I've been to the moon. Although I would say fighting on the moon is not really like a huge thing. Like it's a kind of like it's a very dramatic scene, but it's not like a hugely represented thing. It kind of happens and then you move on. But you do it. It happens. Welcome back, all of you. I pray there have been positive developments in your efforts to appeal to the Garlean community. Mayhap not yet, but there is a method by which I believe all stand to gain. As satrap, I intend to propose a trade agreement between Razatan and the people of Garlemald. Please continue. The people of this nation have lived through its collapse and more, yet they have chosen to remain, for it is their home. They have chosen to be that they have been able to survive thus far is thanks to the Ilzabard contingent, or rather, in less flattering terms, they are entirely at your mercy. Despite your noble intentions, this one-sided relationship has fueled feelings of frustration and resentment. 'Tis no surprise, then, that some Garleans are loath to engage with foreigners, for fear of indebting themselves further, or surrendering more of their already limited autonomy. That is why I wish to present them with an equitable arrangement, one that would restore them to a sense of agency after having been forced to rely on charity. Easier said than done. What exactly do you have in mind? Long have Garlemald and Razatan abided by a treaty of non-interference. Freely have we traded with one another, and I wish but to continue in this tradition. We would provide your people with such supplies as you require, in return for which you would grant us leave to use the Tower of Babel, as well as share your Magitech resources and expertise. As we become more reliant upon your technologies, we will of course require more Sarurium to fuel them. This you possess in abundance, and for it you will be duly compensated. Razatan's culture will be enriched by your Magitech wonders, and our ever-increasing demand for your wares will see Garlemald grow wealthy and prosperous. Only when both sides keep the interests of the other in mind can an equitable relationship be forged. 'Tis a principle I once thought I understood, but have come to appreciate all the more in recent days, thanks to the sage counsel of a friend from beyond the rift. Yeah, she did kind of just say it. She's got that extreme perspective. Your Excellency, thank you for your careful consideration of Garlemald's future. Though I cannot speak for every Garlean, I myself see no reason to object your proposal. Indeed, if Radzahan were to take the initiative, other nations may follow suit and seek to normalize trade relations with us. If you see the sense in my proposal, then I ask you to join me in the negotiations at Tertium. Your support may be instrumental in winning over Lord Neus and Matthias. By all means, go with them. I have matters here well in hand. Oh yeah, I forgot Lucia was Garlean. Yeah, that's right. She's from Heavensward, but she was a Garlean spy. I have learned all that I may regarding the tower's operation, so I too shall hie me to Tertium. A crowd you may have brought, but numbers will not intimidate us. The Tower of Babel is ours by rights, and nothing you do will convince us otherwise. Rest assured, it is not our intent to infringe upon the rights of the people of Garlemald. Let us indeed discuss the future. As the satrap of Razatan, I wish to establish a new trade agreement between our nations. I mean, that'll help them both. The aid we receive presently will not last forever, my lords. Sooner or later we must stand on our own 2 feet. But to do so, we must secure a means to replenish our coffers. And the proposed agreement presents a rare opportunity. Yeah, because they needed to replenish the economy in Ilzabard as well. 'Tis true we do not want for Magitech and Ceruleum, and foreign currency will be needed to procure such things as we lack. It would depend on the precise terms, but I can see the merits. What? I can't believe what I'm hearing. You served the Emperor. Were a proud patriot. Yet now you entertain selling national resources like a common merchant? Like you, I weep for what we've lost. But if we are to rebuild Garlemald, we must make use of what precious few assets remain to us. Nonsense. Utter nonsense. You're a traitor, Neas. There will be a reckoning. Oh yes. When the people of Senatus learn of this, they will cry out for your blood. We should murder that guy right here, right now. Wait, it isn't safe out there. Oh no. We're gonna have another moment where it's like, oh, we saved his life and now he owes us. Now he sees the truth. Bonds of trust. Once again, trust. It's far too dangerous for a civilian to be outside alone. We must go after him. Let us leave the matters here in Maximus' care, while the rest of us join in the search. If Lord Metius is bound for Senatus, we may be able to catch up to him in Regio Urbanissima. I pray he has not come to any harm. I don't know about that plot device there. It's like, oh no, he's in trouble. Yeah, and what if he's not in trouble? What if he isn't? Then you kind of just stalked him for nothing, and that probably made things worse. But because we know that we're going to save him, because otherwise why would they even... Why would they even have this plot line if we're not going to save him? I don't know. Also, the Tower of Babel is massive, dude. Like, can't they use that to, like, house people or something? I don't know. Also, doesn't this guy have a flying mount by now? Like, what's going on? Ah, yes, the Magitech. You're dead now, bro. Good luck. You think I'm gonna... Oh, I can actually stand here. What were you thinking? I'm alive?
Praise the sisters, you are safe.
Don't don't think I'm indebted to you. I never asked for your help.
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain. But you're not alone in that. We all mourn what has become of our homeland. Bristle at having to rely upon outsiders simply to survive the cold. Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. Day after day, I ask myself, what is right? Where do we go from here? I've yet to find the answers. But I won't stop looking nonetheless, and I won't avert my gaze from our grim reality.
Is there hope for us?
Pride is lost. Was that the Loveless,
Aye. So long as we live. Garlemald lies in ruins, but the bonds between us will never be broken. We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, it's links. Help us, Lord Metius, for all we have been and for what we may yet become. Please.
To be lectured by the younger, it ill becomes a man of my station.
pride is lost.
I will rejoin the talks at Tertium. Might I trouble you to escort me? Ere we part, I apologize for my discourtesy. I owe you my life, and I thank you.
Euless, wait. I'd like a word. With you as well. I'm to stay close, after all.
Worry not, we shall see the magistrate safely back to Tertium.
As they slowly walk off.
What is it?
You bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require coercion to return.
No, I don't think that's how that works.
Shall we walk, perhaps? Chilly, standing around here. So that's how Zero came to join you. Still, I'm not sure I'm qualified to explain something like trust. I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. Before all this, any free time I had, I spent looking after my brother and sister. As for the magistrate, I only told him what's been on my mind of late. But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence. Trust is infectious, in a manner of speaking. When someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in yourself. Perhaps it's because the magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such company.
Little wonder my world is devoid of it. No one trusts in you, and so you trust in no one. And round the wheel turns. During the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness. You either used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive. My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Memoria's good and true. After she died, I carried on her mission alone.
Alone? Didn't you have anyone to help you?
Almost. 2 men tried just the once. A swordsman and a mage, whom I met when passing through a village. They had saved the people there from corrupted Memorians.
Cecil?
When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened. They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron, and were traveling the
Cecil?
realm in search for means to end the Contra Memoria. They invited me to join them. I refused. How could I not, having learned the lessons of my world? Those who would work with others always have their own motives. I would not place myself at their mercy. I would not be forced to submit. I expected some manner of outburst, some show of frustration at having failed to deceive me. But they simply watched me walk away. I didn't know what to make of it then, but now... Perhaps they shared a bond of trust. Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared. Perhaps they hoped I was like them too. Perhaps it was just an offer, and nothing more. I continued fighting alone. But ultimately I was undone, overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together. I was cold, in pain, wishing desperately that someone would save me. And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world. Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift. When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home, now filled with abominations. I had a chance to learn about trust, and forsook it. I never had the power to save my home single-handed. I should have accepted their invitation. Had
Who
I
was the
joined
mage,
them as
though?
I've joined you, I might not have had to face the end of the world alone.
That... Tella?
But it's all history now. No amount of reflection or regret will change our present reality.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive. so long as you're alive, there will always be hope, no matter how bad things get. What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today. Think about it. It's plain that you've forged bonds with those around you. If you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life as you did for a meager ration of boots? I trust you too, for what it's worth.
Here it is again.
The fire within.
The fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep though there is no sorrow. If this is trust, then what must I do? How do I answer it?
Try handshake.
Give me your hand. It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
A friend. So that's what it means. Someone you trust.
I still don't know what trust means. You still haven't explained to me what trust is. You just said that fiery burning in your heart, you know? We already knew that. That's it. That's what trust is. It's just a feeling. You can't explain it. Well, actually, according to the dictionary, trust is a firm belief in the character, ability, strength, or truth of someone or something. A thing in which confidence is placed. I don't know if confidence is necessarily it. Like, if someone is predictable, you can put confidence in them. But does that mean that they're predictably gonna perform? I don't know. Thank you. I feel as though I've found the answers I sought, and I owe it all to you and Euless. Right then, I expect the others have already arrived back at Tertian. Should join them. Nope, not gonna be any voice acting in this scene. Full glad am I to see everyone returned, and none the worse for wear. Various representatives of the Garlean community are gathered here this very moment. I dare say this is a fine opportunity to announce the trade agreement. You've read the memorandum. I trust you find the terms acceptable. I do, and Neas, I pray you forgive my disgraceful conduct earlier. I am ashamed not only of my behavior, but of placing the burden of negotiations solely on your shoulders in my absence. You should know, when we brought up the subject of the tower's reactivation to the people at Tapper's Den, some reacted quite strongly. Once we explained that it would be to prevent another Voidsent invasion, however, they were more receptive. It's fair to say that the recent episode is still fresh in their minds. Is that Alizé's theme? Or is it Alfino's theme? Or is it both of theirs? I tagged along to deliver a supply of ceruleum. Have to say, I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. Even the stuffy Imperials who normally keep to themselves in Senatus are here. Ahem, my friends and countrymen lend me your ears. I am pleased to inform you all on this joyous occasion that we, the people of Garlemald, have entered into a trade agreement with Radzadhan. To inaugurate our accord, we intend to grant the individuals before you access to the Tower of Babel. In return, Radzadhan will provide us with supplies, which shall be equally distributed amongst the settlements of our nation. And then? Let me be clear on one point. This is not an act of charity, but trade. A bargain struck between equals, rooted in trust and respect, and it marks a significant step towards rebuilding our nation and regaining true independence. Radzadhan holds Garlean technology and ingenuity in the highest esteem. It is my hope that through this agreement, our peoples will enjoy a mutually beneficial relationship for years to come. Now then, we bid you gather round to hear the particulars that you might convey them to those elsewhere. So burdened by hardship and trauma were the people of Garlemald that they were unable to imagine a brighter future. To be recognized as equals, as a nation with something of value to offer others, that validation alone is enough to rekindle their hope. 'Tis by virtue of this partnership that we may access the Tower of Babel. A rather timely development given the Aether tank's impending arrival. Once the tower's stores have been replenished, we need but await Ishtola's signal to channel the energy to the moon, yes? Then you can leave that and anything else on this end to me and Alfino. No need to worry. Devote all your energies to the mission in the void. As ever, I am in your debt. Debt? I thought this was trust. You are good friends. What's up, killer? I'm ready to go to the moon. I'm ready to invest in the Alfino coin. To the moon. Lunar Rendezvous. That sounds like we're gonna make it.
Let us take a moment to review matters as they stand.
Okay.
Having procured sufficient stores of ether, We may now channel the requisite energy unto the moon via the Tower of Babel. Our work on the star is complete. However, we have yet to receive word from Ishtola as to the state of the lunar preparations.
A ritual to open the gate, and measures to forestall a void-sent invasion. Neither task is simple nor quickly completed. She would doubtless benefit from our assistance.
The very thing I was about to propose. Let us join her above and lend what aid we may. Ere we set forth, however, Ishtola did bid me relay a message to thee. As thou art well aware, a key objective of our mission is the extraction of thy sister Ashdaya from the Void. Held captive for millennia and divested of an eye, she is like to be severely weakened. To make good her escape, she shall require aid. Aid that is best provided by a fellow Great Worm.
You would have me go in my true form. Very well. Like our sire, we Great Worms are capable of traversing the Great Expanse. The journey will take some time, but I shall take myself to the moon. To begin with, I shall return this vessel to Radzadhan, that I may have both my eyes.
Wait, so he can't
And
take the
until
portal?
such time as we find Ashdaya, I would entrust her eye to your keeping. Will you do this for me?
We shall contact you via Link Pearl once all is in place on the moon. You need but follow Ishtola's instructions.
Just don't trust Alfino with the
Understood.
eye.
We'll be ready.
He's known to throw them off bridges.
Take care, Zero.
It will be the briefest of homecomings. I'll be back before you know it.
I don't know.
Elementorum, then. Go well.
I don't think a homecoming is brief. I think it's eternal. It's terminal. Return to the planet. Oh, okay, I see now. So, yeah, he can't use the Tower of Babel to fly to the moon, but he also can't use the Aether crystal to teleport there, so he just flies to the moon. I see. But we need a big ass portal still. The moon. When Xenos brought me here, I remember feeling surprised that such a desolate place could exist in the source.
I took the liberty of informing Ishtola of our arrival. She and her entourage should be here momentarily.
Where's Justinian? There he is.
Forgive me. I'd hoped to have everything in order sooner. My thanks for the extra hands.
Alphino and Alice stand ready at the Tower of Babel. Vritra is also en route.
Excellent. You've done well, all of you. For my part, I've managed to prepare the ritual with help from the Watcher. All that remains is to channel the ether from below. This should, I pray, open a gate leading to the moon of the 13th.
May I just say how excited we are to be a part of this grand undertaking. The development of the artificial Atomos was one thing, but this is an opportunity like no other. Ishtola even managed to get a loan of elegant treatises on void sense summoning from the prized collection of the Sons of Saint Koinak. The Empire's application of etherochemistry in regulating void gates provided us with many a useful insight for our work, let me tell you.
I asked a favor of Grahatir when we were comparing notes on cross-rift travel. Given his credentials, I was confident he wouldn't be denied. The knowledge of our forebears has brought us far, as has our own. And with our knowledge and resources, we shall construct a void-sent containment seal on a heretofore unseen scale.
Containment seal? Then thou wouldst make use of...
Aye, a tried and tested means of holding dark entities at bay is readily available here. 'Twould be remiss of us not to employ it. We shall reforge the brands that Xenos and Fandaniel destroyed. That which held even Zodiac shall more than
going full
suffice for
circle.
void scent of any persuasion.
The Watcher is already hard at work, tending to the most critical parts of the brand's restoration. There are, however, a number of concerning factors that remain. With your help, I'm sure we can resolve them.
Time is of the essence, so I suggest we continue this discussion as we make our way to the brands.
The brands. Yeah, so is it going to be Golbez that we seal away, or is it going to be someone else? The seal we mean to erect, I assume it won't hinder a half void scent like me from going in the other direction. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't remember seeing Zero in Dawn Trail trailer. Uh-oh. Stola hath done well indeed to devise a seal in so short time. 'Tis testament to her ingenuity in times of need. How did you fare with the preparations below? I don't think Zero's gonna make it out of this one. With the Watcher's assistance, we shall reforge each of Zodiarc's brands and use them to erect a barrier capable of repelling a void scent. Yet though we expect it to be effective against larger beings on account of its original purpose, there's a chance it will allow lesser void scent to slip through. Therefore, we shall require a second line of defense, and I believe the Loporit's supporters would be suitable for this purpose. Riange, Richard, the two of you have strong rapport with our lunar allies. I would have you meet with Livingway and Bestway's Burrow and provide any assistance they require. I will join you. As a void scent, my knowledge may be of use. An excellent idea. In the meantime, the rest of us will see to reforging the brands. I will send word when we have finished. Pray do the same. Now it's time for the joke plot. Wait, I can fly. What am I doing? Why did I walk up the stairs? What are these things? These things are Loporits. They are plot devices. They are the joke class. Race. There you are. Y'shtola has apprised me of your present undertaking. I understand that she wishes to deploy our pride and joy, the veritable carrots of our eye, our unrivaled combat supporters, as a precautionary measure in this case of void scent containment seal of hers proves lacking. As we speak, my fellows are rounding up what units they can, and we will bring them to the northeast corner in short order. Please wait there. Okay.
Dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting. Hello there, friends. A new person. Heard there was a bit of a rush, so we gathered what combat-ready supporters we had available.
A welcome contribution. Thine initiative never ceaseth to amaze.
Oh, stop! You're making me blush! Though we have fulfilled the purpose given to us by Heidelin, aiding the people of Aetheris remains our greatest joy. So you can count on us, ever and always. Right,
Sleeping
so...
Mary.
We originally deployed these supporters to patrol the moon and keep it safe. They've never tussled with Void Scent before, but with sufficient data, they ought to hold their own against the ghastly fiends. Practical, tactical data acquired in the moment, and who better to give the supporters an educational thrashing than the champion of Aetheris?
I believe I would make a better instructor. Not only have I fought Voidsent, I am one.
Why do I hear boss music? That was a joke, right? Is she learning humor? It was just a prank.
Well, don't just stand there. Engage! 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 Engage!
Holy.
That'll do, that'll do! A defeat bitterer than the bitterest carrot. Using this experience, we must enhance the supporters and turn them into void-sent slaughterbots! Indeed. Right after we've managed to put the poor dears back together.
Pray forgive our comrade's enthusiasm. May I inquire as to how long the repairs will take?
On an ordinary day, I'd say no less than 5 carrots briskly consumed. But if you were to provide us with encouragement... we just might be able to do it in 2.
Someone's been teaching them the humans, emotes. Was that you, Orianjay? Did you do that?
This I leave to you.
I think she's learning humor. Eyes twinkle with anticipation as they await your buoyant extolation. To wit, they yearn for you to rally their spirits. So we need to provide them with encouragement so that they can work faster. Come on, Zero. I wonder if these creatures also once existed on the Void's moon, but even if they did, they must all be Void sent by now. Aww. Will we fight Void sent rabbits on the moon? Though I fear my laudations will leave them wanting, I shall do mine utmost to rally the Loporrits. To be clear, we will always do everything within our power to aid the people of Atheris, as I'm sure you'll agree, though it doesn't hurt to have a little encouragement. Alright, wake up, buddy, wake up, wake up! Oh, I gotta rally. Give him a pat on the head. Give him a pat on the ears. What? Engage! Engage! Oh, sorry, it was the midst of, forgive me. The sight of precision parts is strangely soothing and sleep-inducing, but I'll try to keep moving. Give him the old tap. What a marvelous feeling! There's nothing like wild gesticulations of encouragement to fire you up! Huh? Oh? Oh? With you cheering me on, I can't do not less than my very best. They actually had like a song play. Growing way. Oh, thank you very, very much. You don't know how uplifting it is to have you encouraging us. I mean, showing us the proper technique so we may keep our supporters operating at peak efficiency. My, everyone is in high spirits indeed. Thanks to your encouragement, we'll have the supporters up and running again in no time at all. Pray, attend to your remaining busy work and leave the development of our new and improved Voids and Slaughter bots to us.
Can you hear me? We've just finished restoring the brands. Let us reconvene once you've finished tending to matters there. The culmination of our efforts is nigh.
Y'shtola, was it? Is that... No, Zero has met Y'shtola many times before. Why is she saying that? The brands are ready, I presume. Excellent. With the Loperids having deployed their supporters, we are ready to proceed. Let us rejoin Y'shtola post-haste and prise open our gates unto the void. Yes, let's open wide the gates. Throw wide the gates. The red side of the moon? What's the red side of the moon? Is that the Mars side? That is a pretty nice image of the Earth, though. It's actually very rare to get that kind of picture, right? Because what is it, the ISS, the space station? That's like the furthest out most people go to get pictures. And when you're at the ISS, I think space is more like, or the Earth is like more zoomed in, right? You can't see the entire thing like this unless you're further away. Let's get a picture of it. Bro, that's it. Where's the sun, though? I don't get it. Where's the sun? Is it on the other side of the moon? Because, like, I've tried to see the sun many times before and I can never see it. Where's the light coming from? It ain't coming from those stars. Oh, this is all in a, this is just a studio. In a studio that they forgot to put a sun in. Man, they faked everything except the sun. How could they? Oh, damn, I flew really far, huh? I wonder how they designed that, though. Did they make like a really small thing close up, or did they make a really large one far away? Or is it not even an object in the distance? Maybe it's just a like a 2D image on the skybox? I don't know. Doesn't look like it's rotating at all, though. So maybe it's just a 2D image. It is a 3D, or... Oh, it is rotating, yeah. Yeah, I guess it is rotating. I mean... The moon rotates around... Or, sorry, the moon revolves around Earth. But does the moon also, like, spin in its rotation? Because, right, Earth spins and it revolves around the sun. But does the moon spin, and does it spin in the same direction as Earth? Because that would also make it seem like it's faster or slower, depending on how it spins relative to each other. This is it. She knows. My thanks for seeing to the supporters. With this, all is in readiness for the ritual. First, I shall give the order to Alphino and Alize in the Tower of Babel to channel Aether to the moon. Once we have amassed a sufficient amount of energy, Riange and I shall begin our incantations to open a void gate. If all goes well, a tear will form in the fabric of reality, at which point you must activate the brands and put in place the containment seal. That is all. If there's no questions, let us begin. This reminds me of Sid at the beginning of Stormblood.
The preparations here are finally complete.
Excellent. The Tower 2 is activated. But give the word and we will begin channeling the ether.
Very well then. Make it so.
The moment of truth.
I'm gonna be honest. The ending villain of Endwalker was not amazing. I think this one might be better. Post-Endwalker. Oh shit, bro. That was definitely cinema right there.
By the sisters!
Oriange, commence your invocations. 'Tis time to open our gate. A tear is beginning to form. Quickly, activate the brands.
You never taught me how to do that. What do you want me to do? Where's Vitra at?
The gate is open, and the seal appears to be in place.
Let's see how well it holds.
We are ready for the homecoming. That was the dude at the beginning. The spy.
Lord Golbez will be eager to hear of this.
Yeah, that's a little bit far away, huh?
So this is the promised land. The land of boundless ether.
I dare say the seal doth serve its purpose.
Indeed. There's our boy.
I see all proceedeth apace. Remarkable.
Indeed. Just this moment, a void scent emerged from the gate, by which we may safely assume it leads to the 13th.
It's incredible, Ishtola. Truly incredible. Oh, what an honor it is to have been part of this historic achievement.
A part is an understatement. None of this would have been possible without you and yours. Our success has also served to solidify our understanding of cross-rift travel. The Ascians rejoined reflections to the source by instigating elemental imbalances. These imbalances weakened the barrier between realities, causing the ether of a reflection to flood the source. But why is it that reflections are predisposed to rejoin the source? Why have they never merged with one another?
Thou art suggesting there is a unique property inherent to the source, one responsible for such an outcome.
I am. 'Tis my conclusion that, as the point of origin for the reflections, the source has an innate pull over them. Hydaelyn, I believe, sought to suppress that pull, which is why she was created with the power of light, of stasis. Meanwhile, the power of darkness, of activity, reigns in the void. Hydaelyn's influence would naturally be weaker, and this manifested in the form of planar fissures. Working with this hypothesis, I set my sights upon where the pull was assessed to be strongest, and through our combined efforts, we succeeded in opening a gate to the void. Now, I must stress, it was because we sought the void that we succeeded. Pleased though I am to have my theory proven, the secrets of travel to other reflections still elude us. Even so, in the reality that lies beyond the 8th umbral calamity, there are those who found a way to reach the first. I will not rest until I do the same.
One step closer to fulfilling your dream, eh?
Just a step. Many more remain to be taken. Which further motivates me to forestall a void-sent invasion. So come, let us set forth, to find Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's plot.
Climb upon my back. I shall take us to the gate.
As we did discuss prior, I shall see the alchemists safely home, then together with the Loporrits maintain vigil over the gate.
May the sisters watch over and keep
This won't be
you safe.
the Urianger character plot progression.
Into the void once more.
Spooky time. It's Mars! Someone said something about the red side of the moon. This was it. Oh, it was a quest. Yeah, it was a quest name.
This is the moon of the 13th.
Cursed.
It is. Ever since the flood, it has been a sanguinary orb in the sky.
No void scent. A rather more subdued reception than I had anticipated.
But unsurprising, given how jealously Golbez conceals the location of his domain. Still, we must remain on guard. One of his minions came through the gate, after all, and more may lie in wait.
I do not sense my sister. Where could she be? Where?
Steady, Vritra. We've barely arrived. Let us explore our surrounds before drawing conclusions.
Yes, thou art right. I shall survey the moon from above. The ground I leave to you all.
Can't mount. We're on a map. The red moon. Stinian. My lands will be ready should any more of Golbez's pawns appear. Look left, look right, look left again. Nothing there. Grim shade of crimson. We don't really have a good view of the planet from here, though. It would be nice to see that. Strollo's over there. Let's hit this first. No matter how you strain your eyes, you spy no signs of life. In all directions extends a desolate waste without end. No sign of a watcher or any Loporrits. Perhaps they were swallowed up in the flood of darkness, or perhaps they never existed here. Well, there's something down there, that's for sure. Zero? Dot, dot, dot. Fathomless abyss. It's gonna be Zeromus. An attempt to catch the faintest noise. See for the sounds of your comrades, there is nothing. So far you failed to find any clues to Ajdaya's whereabouts. Perhaps Zero has noticed something you missed? Where was she?
The chasm has caught your attention as well. There's some manner of structure below. Worth a look, wouldn't you say?
I too sense something here. This pit much resembles the Cradle of Darkness on Our Moon, where Zodiac was once imprisoned. If this place serves the same function, then a fragment of his power must have been sealed in the depths. Strange, though. When Zodiac perished in the Source, I presumed that every aspect of him was thus unmade, and his power scattered. But it's unmistakable. The darkness that permeates this abyss. Could a trace of him yet remain? Or is it something else?
I hear thee, sister. I hear thee. Climb on, my friends. Astaya is here, within this chasm. Kom na in öta an.
You were entrusted with Ajdaya's eye, were you not?
Gonna be blocked.
Ku-an. O Waghom Urta.
An li tau an. An kin sis. Di es is hom in fesk. Man ik hes in an. Ka a un an. Fesk wes an ul in.
Seth es lis na fesk on. Ner no rail ak stra I dran. Esk es I nesh I gol ak. So this is indeed Golbez's domain. Kis arn in.
Es fil ud in. Ein an in.
Sis? Ask dear Amtar. For war Meradarn I Alan an. Les I el kol an. Zdis sorn I rum. Snar Tiamat an. Kai ros an. Ke ul ke darn morn. Dis an. Kai an. Na stra an.
Nar tal kin in eyes. Athan endran. Esk tai an. Al kor hes in. Hes ud lar an. Esk les ud an. Ses razat han lu an. Snoson an hai hes in an.
Ta hes an elgon osk in. Ses kidir in an. Kasta an. Sta in es katao tai an. Es an stra in sorn.
What now, then? Does this great worm intend to remain a captive meal for all eternity, not daring to test her chains?
Ern el I mished in ud. Kis
Well, you're not wrong.
Astral distar. Sma osk in sis an.
Now there's a start. So,
What can you tell us?
Asithtar nokol in. Do es inesh igor sorn. Ka som mo go. Skom lesam an. Som du orta sis.
Well, you heard her. Shall we look into this spot near and dear to our enemy's heart?
There it is. Abyssal Dark. The others have already begun searching for clues. Let us do the same. Take charge of this area, if you could see to the south. Nothing here. Mayhap further south. I've only performed a cursory search, but I doubt there's anything of note further west. Try looking to the southeast. I think this is the first time I've seen Vrita in an open world zone in his dragon form. He's definitely hidden it well. What could this be? A glint beneath the rock catches your eye.
Did you find something? A memoria. But whose?
Maybe your mother's? Cecil? Cecil? There he is.
You have lied, pillaged, and murdered. Have you anything to say in your defense?
No. Every one of them got what they deserved. Trusting fools. Like you would-be heroes. Aye. You do well to keep a close eye on each other. It always ends the same way. A knife in the back. And better to have the handle towards your hand. You'll see! Oh, yes. You will.
In death, may your soul find salvation?
can't bring myself to pray for the unrepentant. You're a nobler man than I.
We're all shaped by these dark times, more than we would care to admit. I choose to believe that, had these men known peace and plenty, they would not have been consumed by mistrust and avarice. True.
Victims of the Contra Memoria, then. Like so many others. But we will end it.
Thank you. I shudder to imagine what might have happened if you hadn't dealt with the Dark Ones.
Who's that?
Her? She's like you, I hear. Hunts Memoriates taken by darkness.
Well, well.
That ain't Cecil.
A kindred spirit. Perhaps we will finally have a new comrade.
I think this guy's supposed to be Cecil still. He's named Durant.
No. I've no interest in working with others. Much less someone who looks as suspicious as you. If there's nothing else, I'll be on my way.
Even when we share the same goal, we can't overcome the mistrust. Such is the way of things, the wisdom of our era.
Only a precious few Memoriates remain who cling to the light. With that, we could have won her over.
We'll make do, old friend. We have accomplished much already, and another person may well have been more of a hindrance than help. Now then, our work here is finished. His Majesty has summoned us, so let us not delay. To Baron.
His Majesty. Did they talk about Golbez or Cecil?
Had another vision of the past, did you? What? I was in it. It's them. The pair I met in that village. Which means the one sealed in this Memoria is...
So, you have come. You who would oppose
it was
our
Golbez, not
crusade.
Tranquilo.
Golbez was a good guy. And yeah, he always was.
You. I know you.
Is that so? From the world before, I dare say. 'Tis impressive enough that you have managed to retain your mortal form, but to remember your past besides. But that is of no moment. You are the Memoriate who vanquished my minions, correct?
And what if I am?
Then, I would bid you join me. As a child of our world and slave to the wheel, fight with me for the salvation of all our souls.
Fight with you? More like fight as your pawn. It isn't me you want, but my power. And if I don't obey, you'll bind me like you bound that dragon. But no more. I refuse to be bound ever again. I fight only for myself, and for those in whom I trust. My friends.
I see. A pity. It is for the dragon that you have come, yes? When first you appeared, I thought simply to remove a threat to our plan. Never did I imagine that you would reach this place and gift me a golden opportunity. Long as it has been imprisoned, this dragon has grown feeble and weak, its spirit extinguished. Your coming has served to rekindle her forgotten hope. Her yearning to be free, to return home. That is the key to our deliverance.
Oh no.
The darkness is ravaging her. She's becoming a void scent.
Archer! Smash!
Rise, O Shadow Dragon, and obey! Kill him. Damn you! Keep our guests occupied.
Save her, I beg thee. Save my sister.
Before darkness swallowed the world, I fought tirelessly in a war without end. The experience taught me to discern the strong. That dragon, And you... Come, face me.
I'll deal with you first. Summon the boys to the moon.
Accursed light. You, who have ever basked in its warmth, could never understand our envy, our agony. You will not deny us our release.
We'd cast Deus. There it is. Zodiark shackles have been finally... Wait. Having opened a void gate of enormous proportions in Mare Lamentorum, you successfully cross over to the moon of the 13th, beneath whose sanguine surface you find the imprisoned Azdaia. Alas. Just when it seems the Great Worm's liberation is in sight, you were forced to watch as she is twisted into a being of darkness by her captor Golbez. So it is that you sally forth into the black-clad villain's conjured stage, there to end his holy crusade and free Azdaia from her torment. This is the entrance to the Golbez ride. You gotta wait in line at the Golbez ride. Come on, boys. Golbez. We need to defeat Golbez. Come on, boys. Answer the call. I gotta repair my gear. Not there. I guess there's... I know where they are in Ul'dah, but I guess there's one here too. There we go. What is this roleplay right here? Lost Retainer? The Necromancer. Bros Giga Chad. Illusan. Vincent Targaryen. Bro is a mashup of every reference he could come up with. Holy, what is that weapon? Kingdom Claymore? Deathbringer Ultima. The Samurai. That bow, though. Warrior? What is this guy's, gear? Body of Undying Twilight. Should I go spectate in Limsa? We've got the K-pop group right here. The Necromancer. Giga Chad. The Final Fish. A leaf umbrella. Okay. We got the Fern Gully roleplay. The leaf umbrellas. Mary Poppins looking ass umbrella. Good girl. What? K-pop duo. I see now. Another Necromancer. All the Necromancers have just like black adventurer's outfit on. Newest? I have 86 of them. Honor Wall card. Isn't that, Honor Wall? That's the, guy from Heaven's Ward. I'll take it. BBC riding map? Why would I want that? Previous, I only have 15. Any cards? Crawler card. Bandersnatch? Why I don't have these like basic ass cards? Okay. This queue though, we have 1 tank and 2 healers, so what's the deal? We need 1 more tank. Mog Pendium? No, I have not. Holy Gooner. Gooner. We get another tree branch. Oh, this guy looks like he's Cypher. That looks like he's Cypher from 8. Oh, look at him. He's a white knight, alright. He's definitely a Cypher role player. God, I love cat girls. I'm probably AFK at Soy Milk Sky. Crippling fresh. Bro has the K-pop profile picture too. Moogie Pepper. Ugh. Fisher. :3. That's the cat face. Mude Bot Speedrunner. I don't know what that means. Alright, here we go. Goal best time. We found our tank. Yeah, I don't really do dailies or weeklies. I just do roulettes if I need to level, and that's it. She doesn't look as void sent as she was before. But she has lost a lot of her power. Which means she's not that strong. Knight in black. Gold bells. Alright, focus up. No vulnerability
no
stats.
mercy. To destroy you, I shall bring my all to bear.
No vulnerability stat.
Come, warriors from beyond the rift.
Wait. What? Okay, he was saying for us to attack him, not that he had others.
If you would oppose our crusade, then come. But know that none shall deny us salvation. This place shall be your tomb.
Terrastorm. What is he doing? What is he doing?
I will free us from the wheel.
That looks like a frontal attack. I got hit! What the fuck? I was moving out. It's over already. Okay, this is fine. Yeah. Crescent Blade, get in front, get in front, get in front. The boys took damage there. Void Meteor. Woo. Crescent Blade. We're getting hit by that shit hard. Binding Cold. What does this do? Okay, AoE. This guy is Shadow.
With official dark and hero blade, I bring my people liberation.
Black Fang. This gonna hurt. Shadow. What does this do again? Shadow Crescent in front, right? Ooh, I tried to save him. Wasn't fast enough. I think I need to stand here?
My meteors will extinguish your light.
Ooh. Tank up.
A raging
Gale Sphere. What is this gonna be? I don't know. This don't look good. This don't look good at all. Okay, so it's the orbs that do it. We just stand here. Order, lol. We actually don't have any melee DPS. Okay, this is just AoE, right? Like lingering spark. Okay, this is just AoE on the ground. Stack of eel. Oh, I see. We don't want to stack those that close. I see.
A raging gale to rend you asunder.
Okay, this thing again. Let's watch the order. He went first, so we stand here. And then I forgot. I think we're safe here still. And then we want to go like this direction, yeah. And then we're healing. Yeah, there we go. Shadow Crescent in front. Shadow Crescent in front. Stack of oh no. Oh no, dude. He's gonna get them up. I guess I got it.
Dragon, hear me and obey.
Avoid the damage of this.
Look to the
No?
heavens for your doom.
Okay, this one's pretty easy to avoid, I think.
Where my Rhine-kicked blades.
Ice? That attack is from something else I've seen. Terror Storm. Okay, get away from that. Shadow Crescent in his front. No! Heal me quick, heal me quick. I'm gonna stand here, I guess. Oh, wait. There we go. I thought I had it that time. I need to heal quick. Bro, this is insane. I have a lot of like shit to do in this fight. Mostly resting. Okay, what is he doing now? Okay, this is fine. I don't have any mana. I get mana. Wait, should I heal her, LB? Should I just heal her, LB, or what?
A raging gale to rend you asunder.
Okay, so this one was first, and then the second one was the other? Or was it? Okay, yeah. I think we're chilling here. And then stand here because this is overlap. And we're chilling. Shadow Crescent! Oh my god! I got hit by it still. Everyone's stacked. Binding Fold. What is this shit again?
Dragon, hear me and obey. Look to the heavens for your doom.
Okay, this is chill. This is chill. We just stand still, right? Don't we? Oh no 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 no!
This place shall be your tomb.
Heal. No. Move away. Shadow Crescent. Shadow Crescent. Get behind him. I'm still alive. Okay, we stand in the center then. We need 3 in this one. He's gonna double meteor? Oh my god. Yo, is someone gonna limit break or what? There we go. 5 Vuln stacks, this guy's dead. He's chilling, he's got his stuff up. Woo-hoo-hoo. We kept this dude alive. I die a shadow?
Let lightning surge.
Lingering spark. That was a fun fight. It was a bit of a shit show though.
Even my blade. So, this is the limit of my defiance.
Everyone left. So this is the limit of my friendship. Oh! I didn't know you could fall off the platform. I thought it was invisible walled, but I guess there is one knockback in this fight.
Are you all right?
What's happening?
At last, the moment is at hand. You may have bested me, but not quickly enough. Too late will you look to the chasm.
Zeromus?
You won the battle, but I win the war.
Stop this. I beg of thee, let her go.
Darkness made manifest once abided in the depths of this abyss, until one day it dispersed in a haze of ether. In the absence of the great flow, that ether has nowhere to return. And so it has coalesced, giving rise to a mighty voidsent. Now feast. Feast upon this dragon and its ardent longing for home with it.
That's Zeromus. There's literally 0% chance it isn't Zeromus.
From the convergence of ancient and newborn, an entity without equal shall emerge, one who shall tear down the barrier between worlds. Upon you, who shall deliver us from eternal damnation, I bestow the name of a hero of Eld. Zeromus, awaken!
Zeromus was a female this entire time? Nah, that is cursed.
No matter how powerful, a void scent can be sealed in Memoria.
She lost her memory.
Damn it. It's too strong.
Our warding scales may not hold. Not against a void scent born of Zodiac's ether.
We must retreat. Everyone to me. Or an kin. Kesk na in an.
Damn. We gotta come back? We made it back safely at least. Yeah. The Dark Throne. In light of this development, that we escape with our lives is an accomplishment unto itself. Would that we could have anticipated Ajdaya's yearning to return home could be manipulated in this fashion? Alas, we must now contend with a newborn void sent hellsbent on breaching the rift. And one with such prodigious strength, Zeromus is unlike anything I have ever seen. So named for an ancient hero, as Golbez said, though none can say if there is even a sliver of truth to the legends. Perhaps Golbez chose it in hopes that his champion will do that which no one could in the Contra Memoria, save the world. But a true hero would not damn another world to save his own. And we're not about to let that happen, but regardless, we need to regroup. Loath though I am to admit it, we are in no state to face a void scent of Zeromus' might. Vitra, not least of all, in body and mind both. For now, let us return to Radzadhan and take stock of the situation. Very well. Might I trouble you to head to Bestway's burrow and apprise Urianger of the situation? He's not gonna like it. The rest of us shall tend to Vitra's wounds before returning to Radzadhan. Pray join us there anon. Wait, so we're just gonna leave the portal open? I mean, it's sealed. But it's open. Zeromus could just come out of there. That's probably what's gonna happen. We're gonna fight Zeromus in the source. Or we'll fight him in here. Well, this is the source, the moon on the source. Ah, Richard, thou art returned. I am pleased to say it hath been blessedly uneventful in your absence, but more importantly, What of your mission in the void? Heavens forfend. That Ajdaya should be used to birth a dread void scent born of Zodiac's residual aether. Although we could not have predicted this outcome, there's one small mercy: the void scent containment seal. As we employed the selfsame brands that once imprisoned Zodiac in its creation, the seal should serve to hinder Zeromus. Yet for how long none can say, for our enemy's strength is unknowable, whilst the barrier was erected in haste. Though thou shalt rejoin our comrades anon to deliberate measures, yes, then I shall remain here to maintain my vigil over the seal. Should we observe signs of any impending incursion, rest assured I shall send word without delay. Go well, my friend. So I think that might be the end of 4.4? Soon? We'll know when I get the achievement. Ah, Master Richard, we have been expecting you. When the satrap and your comrades returned earlier, I couldn't help but notice that they were in low spirits. It was nothing too serious. But forgive me if you are eager to join them. You must be eager to join them if you would allow me.
Do you remember Ciriato and Farfarello? The cowardly pair of voidsent that dwelled in my domain? Ciriato devoured Farfarello, and in so doing he inherited an all-consuming fear of Barbariccia. For as you know, when a voidsent is devoured, it doesn't simply cease to be. Its soul persists within the devourer. And when a voidsent dies, all the souls that harbored may break free to become individual entities once more. That is to say, by defeating Zeromus, we may yet save Ajdaya. And to make certain that we do, we must remind her of who she is. When the time comes, you must call to her. Call with all your being.
Thy words give me heart, Zero. Thou hast my gratitude.
Then it's settled. Our objective is to defeat Zeromus. While it is unsettling that a voidsent could be born of Zodiac's ether, its very nature may render it susceptible to the brands that once contained him. Did Urianger have aught to say? I see. If the seal may not hold for long, then haste is paramount.
Couldn't we just let it come to the source and strike it down here?
Doing so would consign Ajdaya's soul to the ethereal sea. Any attempt to ensure her survival demands that we deal with Zeromus in the 13th.
I could barely go near it, never mind land a blow. So thick was the shroud of darkness. How do you propose we fight such a foe?
Simple. Against impenetrable darkness, we must wield resplendent light. And it just so happens, there is a world replete with light.
Wait a second. We're going to use the first? We're going to rejoin the first and the 13th?
The question of how we will harness that light, you may leave to me. With our recent discoveries and proven techniques, as well as the aid of comrades near and far, I have faith that we will find a way. But only if I begin my work at once. Rest up while you can, for there will be much to do when I return.
It wouldn't do to be idle while our esteemed sorceress labors tirelessly. I shall be training if you have need of me.
Wait.
Shall we disrobe as well?
Allow me to join you. I must become stronger for what lies ahead.
Fine by me. Come on then.
I shall not pass my time wallowing in despair. Using my vessel, I shall attend what preparations I may.
Ajdaya is my sister, and long have I dreamed of saving her. But if I am to do so, I must be better than I have been. Blessed though I am, have you as your comrades. I cannot well ask you to lift me up every time doubt and despair creep into my heart. I won't falter again. This I swear. I will hold fast to my conviction, Richard, and I pray that you will stand with me to the last. Another moon. On the 13th moon?
Zeromus is risen, but not yet at full strength. It will take time before the fiend is able to breach the veil. But what is another moment on this long journey I have endured? It remains as fresh as if it were yesterday. Old friend, the memory of your passing.
Cecil?
And the pain.
That's Durant.
As I promised you then, I promise you now. They shall sing of Golbez, the hero who shattered the wheel and brought salvation to the world.
Now we get to see the whole world. You win or you deus. Alright, that was 6.4. We're in 6.5 now. I was about to call for you. There have been developments concerning the Void Gate that I would discuss with everyone. Coincidentally, I'm told Y'shtola will be returning shortly. I dare to hope she has made some progress in devising a way to harness the First Light. Come, let us await the others in my chambers. My apologies for the delay. Think nothing of it. I pray thou art come with glad tidings. With findings well worth many sleepless nights, I am pleased to report. You may leave it there, thank you. Eager though I am to hear the details, I must first share tidings of my own, grave ones. Riange hath sent word from the Void Gate. The situation is precarious. They continue to rely upon the brands to contain the forces which would otherwise flow freely into the source. Yet though these measures were sufficient to imprison a fragment of Zodiark for eons, against our enemies' determined onslaught, they are degrading at an unsettling rate. The Loperites are sparing no effort to sustain the brands, but 'tis only a matter of time ere they fail. Unless we act soon, there shall be no stopping Golbez from realizing his ambition. That Zeromus should so test the seal even when not at full strength, 'tis every bit as terrible as we feared. Aye, we must needs vanquish it, to which end we require a means to pierce its dark shroud. So, did you find it? A way to bring resplendent light to bear against our foe? As a matter of fact, I have. The theory was simple. We harness light from the first and channel it to the 13th. Right? But how? Such a feat would require us to manipulate vast amounts of energy, to say the least. Yes? Is that from the Alagon? Sid, who rose to the challenge and produced bespoke devices, Aether transmitters. These marvelous contraptions can be placed at locations of our choosing to facilitate the flow of Aether. In other words, we can use them to create ethereal currents. That such a thing should be possible. First, we shall direct Aether from Nabath Arang, where the flood of light was halted, into the Crystal Tower. We all know from personal experience the wonders of which it is capable. Wonders which suit our needs perfectly. Bro, we're gonna use the Crystal Tower to beat Zeromus? Bro, we're using Final Fantasy 3 to beat Final Fantasy 4? The Final Fantasy 3 boss to beat Final Fantasy 4? I should mention that one structure in the Azim Steppe which the Alagons built to redirect Aether was also a source of inspiration. I mean, it works, but it doesn't look like it's going to get much power. Once we've infused the crystal tower with sufficient Aether, she'll send it into the rift. The Aether transmitter shall guide the energy unto the 13th, like so. We're going to need a lot of these Aether transmitters. In this way, we shall have a lance of light with which to pierce the shield of darkness. Estinian mentioned? Or so I hope. No tests we performed were close to the scale of what we ultimately seek to achieve. I cannot guarantee success. How could we possibly fail? Just trust the magics. Indeed, we've harnessed the wisdom of the past, present, and future to further this cause. I too have faith that it will be enough in the end. So the future is the first, the present is Sid, and the past is the Alagons, which is the Crystal Tower. So the Crystal Tower is the past, Sid is the present, and then the first is the future. Science and theory aside, we need to place one or more of these transmitters in the first, I take it? A task we must entrust to you, Richard. Rest assured I will provide you with what support I can. I wish to go as well. You're not allowed. This world that you brought back from the brink, I would see it with my own eyes. But isn't she gonna die? If that happens? In a spirit vessel? That's how you and yours managed it, yes? Void Sense Summoning also sees the soul separated from flesh. This separation I can do at will. The principles are similar enough. If you aren't averse to traveling with company, I should be glad to lend Zero my vessel. Wait, what? She's gonna be Matoya and Zero in the first. So what you're saying is Y'shtola is gonna have an Ardbert moment with Zero. I shall finish preparing the transmitters and then help Zero transfer her soul. So I have Ardbert and who else is inside me? I think it's just Ardbert, right? Or is it someone else too? And then Y'shtola is gonna have Zero and Matoya within her. I think that's where we're going. I mean, the Matoya is just in name. Y'shtola will be along after she has seen to Zero's soul. Let us await her here. Ah, yes. Apologies for the wait. Everything went smoothly. Zero's soul is now safely within the spirit vessel. I shall have the alchemist attend her body until she returns. The vessel I place in your care, along with the transmitters and a set of garments for Zero. I've also included instructions on how to operate the crystal tower, courtesy of Grahatya. While you're away, I'll join Urianger and the Loperids on the moon. They need help should the brands fail. A fine idea for my part. I shall continue to coordinate our efforts while I recover from my wounds. Given the task at hand, I suggest you speak with Reen. With her power over light, she is bound to be helpful in our efforts. But ere you do that or aught else, seek out Beck Lug. As the first foremost authority on soulcraft, they should be able to grant Zero a corporeal form. As I recall, the old New Moo was rather fond of Cabinet of Curiosity, so that should be your first stop. That's all for me. Go forth, Warrior of Darkness, and make your triumphant return to the First. We're back to Shadowbringers, boys. Man, why are you gonna end the music that fast? Cabinet of Curiosity. I think, yeah, that's over here. Should probably just take the Aether. Probably faster to take the Aether. Is that you, Richard? What brings you back across the rift? Honestly, first you asked me to extract a soul from a spirit vessel, and then you tell me you have designs to channel light to another reflection? Wicked White Richard, is nothing ever simple with you? I suppose some people can't but help find themselves at the center of the world-changing events. Very well, if your home is in peril, then I shall do all in my power to aid you. While I tend to your companion, you should go and speak with Reen. By all accounts, she practically lives at the Horatorium these days. I will look for you there once I've finished. I don't think we're gonna see Gaia. She's not part of the main story. She's a side story.
Restoring the elements to the empty may allow life to flourish there once more. But that isn't enough to return the environment to the way it was. No, we need to gradually reintroduce life, beginning with plants. Not just any plants, though, but those that won't be a burden on a weakened land. Such as...
How about coffee plants?
Coffee. If I recall correctly, it thrives in warm climates with cooler nights to promote growth. Yes, that might be suitable. And with a good harvest, we could set some aside for coffee biscuits.
Oh, not that again.
Wait, it's you! It seems you caught me rambling to myself. How embarrassing. I've been studying botany, you see. Hoping that the knowledge would help our work in the empty.
I think she's like years older now, isn't she?
But never mind that for now. What brings you to the Crystarium? It was my understanding that the final days were behind us.
Time flows differently here. It's been an entire expansion almost. She should be a lot older, right?
You wish to combat this otherworldly threat with the power of light. Please, let me help. Though I've lost my connection to Hydaelyn, I can still manipulate light to a degree. If there is a chance I could save others with that power, then I have to try.
"'Tis done. Zero is now with us in the flesh. The spirit vessel I shall hold on to for operating the tower. This will help me to make sense of the controls, will it? There's a levity in his words that wasn't there before. It heartens me to know he is well. I shall see to the preparations as per his instructions.
I think she was part of an optional storyline, right? So they're not going to force her into the main story quest.
Think nothing of it. That said, 'tis customary that my kind receive fitting payment for services rendered.
Oh, they're transactional here.
Sent, then. In that case, you may devour some of my ether.
Are you mad? I'll do no such thing. The very suggestion is absurd.
Now, let's calm down. We all have our preferences, and I'm sure no offense was intended.
Was that
I shall
was that an
attend to the
LGBT
tower
joke
now.
or what?
The rest, I leave to you.
Was she referring to the fact that she's lesbian or what?
Zero, was it? My name is Reen.
Actually, is that even
It's a pleasure
confirmed?
to meet you.
Or is that just fan fiction?
This world isn't what I expected. While light is indeed strong here, it's not pervasive or overwhelming. Everything looks much as it does in the source.
We have the Warrior of Darkness to thank for that. If you're interested, I would be glad to show you around.
They're trying to hit all the feels. Yeah, I was gonna say something about
Just
Zero
an
and
ordinary
Rhyme, but
sky. Ordinary and beautiful. To think that after so much loss, they could
it's a bit
reclaim
of a
this.
stretch. Growing light. I've heard something of your deeds here, of how the warrior of darkness fought on despite the light ravaging his very being. Had I the self-same strength of spirit, perhaps I could have done more for my world. No, it isn't over yet. The 13th isn't beyond saving. That's why we're here. So where to? Just lead the way. I don't know. I think Zero is gonna die. I think she's gonna die. And the 13th is just gonna be it. Or she's gonna be sacrificed to save the 13th. I didn't see her in the Dawn Trail trailer. I'm just saying. There was a surprising lack of Rhine in the Dawn Trail trailer, so she's clearly dead as well. Also, you know who else wasn't in there? Ida. So, I think she's finally dead. Like, definitely not there. Let's head for Nabatharang. Zero can't teleport to the Aid right there. We should probably travel by Amato. Oh. Oh yeah, we got bunny girls here. Oh, there you are. Thank goodness I'm not too late. Lena, I take it Beck told you why he's here? More or less. Greetings and welcome. I am Lena, captain of the guard here at the Crystarium. Zero. Is there something you require? When I learned of your plan to gather light at the Crystal Tower, I felt compelled to warn you of the potential repercussions. I know well that you would never use the tower for ill, nor without due caution. Even so, I believe I understand. Ever since the flood of light has been a source of pain and misery, some fear it still, no doubt. Which is to say that some would be uncomfortable at the sight of it wielded as we intend. That is your concern, is it not? So there's a parallel between the Tower of Babel and the Crystal Palace, Crystal Tower. Precisely. It was light that nearly consumed our world. To use the Crystal Tower to harness this destructive force risks turning the tower into an object of fear. You may convince the Crystarium of the necessity of your cause, but it will not be so easy to win over those outside our walls. I worry this will undermine the fragile trust that we have only begun to build with some communities. They may misunderstand your intentions. Tell me who they are and what misunderstandings they may have. I shall allay their concerns. Character progression. Richard and I will go with her. People know us. Our presence will put them at ease. Thank you. I realize this will delay the execution of your plans, but I see no other way. As for where to begin, I dare say Yulmore would be as good a place as any. Though ours is an amicable relationship now, we were at odds for long years. Yulmore was once ruled by a tyrant who wielded the power of light. Though he promised salvation, in truth he made slaves of his subjects and sought to destroy any who defied him. He's gone now, thankfully, and a good man named Chai Nuz was elected mayor. Relations between our cities have improved much since then. Wait, isn't Chai Nuz like the regent or like the guy there just until they get the other mayor? Catman actually, he stepped up? Permanently? Even so, there's a lingering rivalry between us. If the Crystarium were to harness light without warning, some Yulmorans might suspect we have ulterior motives. Thus would it be prudent to give them prior notice. If you explain that you seek to save the Warrior of Darkness's home, though, I should hope that they would give you their blessing. They better. They better, bro. I literally sat there and created golems for them so that they could live. Once again, yours is a name that commands respect and trust in the domain of your former enemies, as it does in Garlemald. Yeah, people know me. Where else should we visit? You know, Raktika. You know, the Tempest. The Knights Blessed. The Vis, Guardians of the Sea. Oh, right. The Bunny Girls. They will not object unless the light encroaches upon their territory. So then why do we need to talk to them? The Knights Blessed, on the other hand, would greatly benefit from your assurances that your actions will not adversely affect their lives. Yeah, I think we don't need to go to the Raktika at all, actually. People who worship darkness, fitting for a world all but consumed by light. Very well. We will treat with the people of Yulmore and the Knights Blessed. Here, take these whisper weeds. I will let you know when all is in readiness with the tower. Right, then I should tend to my own tasks. Explaining the situation to the people of the Crystarium and arranging for your transmitters to be placed here and in Naboth Arang. We don't need to go to Ilmeg at all, I guess, yeah. The fairies don't give a fuck. The fairies are like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's bring the light back. That'll be a good prank. We don't need to go to where else is there? Just the Tempest? Yeah, it's just Ilmeg, Raktika, Yulmore, Amarang. That's it. The Tempest. We don't need to go to the Tempest. Light don't reach down there. Oh yeah, Thancred. Yeah, Thancred wasn't, he wasn't in his own zone. This is the great and powerful leader of Yulmore. He must be possessed of subtle qualities that make him uniquely suited to the position. Oh, he does. Good gods, if it isn't Richard! To what do we owe the pleasure? Not another world-ending threat, surely. Surely not? There's a sensitive matter about which we thought it best to consult the city's esteemed mayor. I doubt I'd ever describe myself as such, but anyway, I can tell you're up to something. The kind of something I want nothing to do with, but regardless, I should probably know. What is it? Gathering light with the Crystal Tower, you say? I'd be lying if I said that doesn't bring back unpleasant memories. I believe I speak for most Eomorans. Can't blame you. There's no reason to question your motives, of course, neither yours nor those of the Crystarium's leadership. A world engulfed in darkness, its corrupted inhabitants attempting to invade your own, it's rather a lot to process. But the desire to save one's home is something anyone can understand. I'm touched that you show concern for our feelings despite the gravity of your plight. You have my support very well. As if there was any doubt. Right, let's gather the people at once. An explanation from you ought to ensure everyone understands. Not so fast, dearest. If I were to reveal everything at this juncture, many would be deeply unsettled, regardless of any assurances I offered. No, we need to first set the stage, spread word of the Warrior of Darkness's plight, that he's on a mission to save his world, as he once did ours. Once the tale is common knowledge, I shall call an assembly and explain the need to harness the power of light, to a populace far more amenable to the idea. To that end, might I trouble you speak with our citizens about your predicament? 'Twould be more effective to hear the details from the hero himself, more likely to inspire solidarity for your cause. We appeal to the desire to aid the Warrior of Darkness, to present light in a more positive light. Well played, Master Chai. If it's best that you do the talking, then we'll come with you. Fine by me. I'm content to observe. What can I say? I'm not much of a talker, but maybe Zero will do it for me. I ask that you report to me once you finish your rounds. I should like to know how the people react. Lead the way, Richard. We'll be right behind you. They literally walked ahead of me, by the way. We'll be right behind you. Lead the way. Walks forward in front of me. I think they always do that in every cutscene. The allies walk away first and then you walk away, but they didn't really think about that in this situation. From that conversation alone, I could see how much the people here trust you. Thanks to Euless and Thancred, I've grown better at recognizing it. You met Thancred too? I mean, right, of course you have. I don't know why I said that. Right, let's find some citizens to speak with. I suggest we start here in the canopy before heading down into the understory and then the derelicts. Oh, it's Kaishir. That's his story. He ain't sure. He's Kaishir, but he ain't sure. Eden Relic. Oh, this should be good. A tavern and an extravagant one at that. But those dancers engage with the poles in such strange ways. Are they pantomiming a battle? A soldier thrusting their spear into the ground and using it to launch themselves at an enemy, perhaps? Given this world's violent history, it makes sense that displays of martial prowess would become popular entertainment. She's so lost. Thancred once told me that people come to these places to savor some memories and drown the others. I imagine the beehive was built primarily to help your Morans forget about sin eaters, even if only for a time, but now they can simply enjoy themselves. I can see the appeal, but don't worry, I'm still a bit too young for it. A bit young for what? You used to live for the moment? Your home is threatened? Why are you wasting time in a drinking hole? Get moving. Do I need to go down now? Yeah, I think so. Is it here? How may I be of service? Your enemies plot to invade your world? Feels familiar. Come what may, I urge you to remain strong. We'll be willing to help you. I should swap to Bard so that I have perma-swiftness. Oh, that's the play right there. Actually, if I am no longer a bard, do I lose all my buffs? I do. Reaper has teleports? I think Ninja does too. But you'd have to level it up to do that. That thing there is cleaning up the debris? For a moment I thought it might be a void send. In case you didn't know, it's not uncommon for our kind to use statues as vessels. But I see now that it's more akin to the mechanical soldiers used by the Garleans. They come in all shapes and sizes, don't they? When Valtteri tried to keep us out of the city, many free citizens died in the chaos. Some had no kin to inherit their wealth, so Yulmore decided to use it to help fund the reconstruction of the derelicts. Part of a greater effort to improve the living conditions down here, which is important since there's simply not enough room for everyone in the city proper. So what you're saying is you still have a class-based society? Uh-huh. You're the Warrior of Darkness? Are you in Yulmore? You're in danger and come seeking help? Well, only ask if you need help. We wouldn't be here without you. Alright, Yulmore. We're ready for the big speech by Zero. So the people are of one mind in their desire to help. Good, good. Why, just earlier I overheard a conversation about how the Warrior of Darkness is seeking to save their home. Your tale is spreading quickly. And then the plan has unfolded precisely as you envisioned. All that remains then is to assemble the citizens and explain Richard's need to gather light. For better or worse, I'm mayor of this city. I'll do my best to win them over. Wait, aren't you... He's pissed. He's a Final Fantasy XIV member. You're her, the young lady who saved me from Valtteri. I'd eaten enough meal to fall under his control, but you cured me. I wouldn't be alive today if not for you. Oh, I remember you too. I'm glad to see you're doing well. I only learned later that it was the Oracle of Light herself who saved me. Saved us all. But I didn't know if I'd ever get the chance to express my gratitude. Sure, it was nothing for someone with your power, but thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. What is this meal? It's like booze. Food made from the light-tainted flesh of sin eaters, you say? The more they ate, the more the light's corruption spread. And because of that, they became susceptible to Valtteri's commands, and he could make the sin eaters do his bidding. Thankfully, I was able to suppress Light's influence and free everyone from his control. There seems to be no lingering effects. You say that as if it were some small feat. I've seen countless souls corrupted by darkness. Someone with the power to heal them would be regarded as a great figure, and never know peace. My gift has been a burden. Many have suffered for it, died for it. There were times when I wished I didn't have it, when I wanted to run away from everyone and everything. But I had friends to encourage and guide me, to help me learn not just to embrace my gift, but to take charge of my life, to change my fate. And so you did just that. The people of this world are resilient indeed. That a half-void scent like me managed to escape the flood of darkness? For all these years I never stopped to wonder why. To wonder if I had a greater part to play. Well, perhaps it's time I took charge and considered what I might be able to do to help others. The answer is here in the first, and I will find it. In defiance of fate. Let's move on. Where to next? Slitherbow, the home of the Knights Blessed. Find Runar. I think Runar is going to simp for Zero because she is using Y'shtola as her vessel. That's got to be it. But first, I gotta play a game of Triple Triad, bro. I gotta. Fallen Ace. Ranjit. Yeah, I don't need that card. In defiance of fate. Little wonder those who revere darkness would gather here, yet dark as this wood may seem, it is a blazing torch next to the void. Richard, you're a sight for sore eyes, my friend. Will you be staying long in Slitherbow? Though having said that, I suspect this isn't just a social call. Yappity yap yap yap. When you put it that way, very well. On behalf of my people, I would hear what you have to say. Yappity yap yap. I'm gonna hold the right mouse button because that's a skip button in FF7 Rebirth. What? Your world, Master Matoya's world, is in grave danger? Alright, buddy. Master Matoya. Y'shtola. Y'shtola. She took another name in accordance with custom when she lived among the Knights Blessed. They believe light taints everything that it touches, even their true names. Out of respect, don't speak hers here. You are Zero, yes? The one come from a world consumed by darkness. I struggle to conceive of such a place. They would love that place. It's full of darkness. You can worship it all you want. A pitch black pall shrouds the sky, which neither the light of the sun nor the stars can pierce. It's the opposite of what you once knew here in Norvrant. That being the case, I'm sure you can relate to our situation. All too well, you have my deepest sympathies. And in order to beat back the darkness in your world, you would harness light from ours. 'Tis a simple yet brilliant idea. Only Master Matoya could have conceived of such. That Norvrant is still in her thoughts. that we are still. So you're not opposed to our plan? We Knights Blessed may place our faith in the dark, but we have never sought to force our beliefs upon others. If your deliverance lies in light, by all means avail yourselves of it. I'm surprised. From what I was told of your people, I was certain you would disapprove of our methods. Do not mistake our reverence for darkness as a desire for it to be ascendant. Rather, in darkness, there is a peace that we seek to make our own through prayer and self-reflection. And while light may have wrought suffering in our world, anything in excess can be harmful, even darkness, as you and yours know all too well. It's the wielder who is righteous or evil, not the weapon. If you would wield light for a noble cause, who are we to deny you? I told you we didn't need to come to Raktik at all. An easy thing for me to say now that night has been restored to our world, perhaps. Nevertheless, I wish you the best in your fight, Zero. May light shine your way in the darkness. Now then, to mark this joyous occasion, I must offer you a proper welcome. No, we don't need to eat. We don't need any food. We don't need any stew. You might find this interesting, Zero. Yeah, they don't use any spices here, Zero, so you're not gonna like it. No spice. Nah. Announce yourself as a friend of the blessed? I don't. That it? Oh, I see. Nah, I don't remember that at all. Alintuta, what does it mean? In the language of Ronka, says, good evening. It allows us to quickly discern friend from foe. Simple expression, but in a world bereft of night, the words held a deep meaning. They were a reminder of the world as it was, when the sun and the moon and the stars yet danced across the sky, and we wished one another well as the day gave way to night. A communal tradition, so the words serve to bind us. She said she's never going to be bound again. Indeed, we are no longer strangers, you and I. Next, we shall have you cleansed of light's impurities. Present yourself to Davith in yonder room. He will be glad to assist you. No sooner had I greeted this Davith than he poured a pot of water over me. I wasn't expecting a literal cleansing. There you are, your friend has just been cleansed. How do you feel? Wet, but otherwise no different. I would have been surprised if you said otherwise. Even so, it is customary to cleanse ourselves of light with water blessed by our priests. But you have darkness again, do you not? Why continue the custom? Why, for the same reason that it was conceived, to pray for the safety of friends and visitors alike, as we pray for yours this eve. Safe travels, friend, and may blessed shadow keep you. If that's all, let's return to Runar and see if there's any other customs I must observe. Zero is truly the Final Fantasy XIV player. She's just going on the theme park rides back to back. I've undertaken the ritual. And while I can't explain it, I feel more confident than I did before. Just a touch. Confidence is a feeling. Glad to hear it. With the Warrior of Darkness at your side, I've no doubt that you will save your two worlds. If we can defeat Zeromus, then I, the Source, would be safe. But nothing would change for my own world. There would just be one less void sent to struggle over scraps with the rest. Is that so? Forgive me, I spoke out of turn. It's fine, I was under no illusion. I wish it were different, of course. She now cares. Before she said she didn't care about her home planet. Now she does. Uh-huh. There's a character progression. Richard, can you hear me? Have you met with the people of Euromore in Raktika? Yes, I have. Excellent. Then we may proceed to the next phase of the plan without worry. Baklug has informed me that the tower is ready, so make for Nabath Arang at your leisure. Whoops. I've arranged for you to rendezvous with Kassar en route as well. Not only can he take you to the site of the flood, but he will also know where best to place transmitters, given his familiarity with the route between the Crystarium and Amarang. He will be entwined on business shortly, so I've asked him to wait for you there. It's all coming together. To twine then. I think... yeah, there wasn't any Lahi because we were in the town the entire time, right? But I think... oh, can I jump on this? This actually looks cool. I can. Holy jumping puzzle. I finished it. I think we're going to take a break, though. I think that we will finish Endwalker post-patch next time. But I don't want to finish it this time because